The IPL auction 2025 is done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. But the craze for the upcoming season doesn't end out here because the squad is done. But what about the predicted playing 11? And this is the thought about me, not just me, including Rohan as well. I have him in the show. And can we try and form the IPL playing 11 when it comes to the Chennai Super Kings? And we start proceedings with, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, Rohan. Before we move on to the predicted playing 11, which we start in a bit of time, talk us through the big buys yesterday the Chennai Super Kings made. According to the conditions, the top three are there. Before you have Devon Conway back into the side, but Noor Ahmad and Ravichandran Ashwin going with 10 crores and 9.75 respectively. Talk us through, is that a sign of what the conditions are also going to be at Chepauk?
Definitely, yes. I think Pritham. I mean, that's the history of CSK. They don't overspend on certain buys in the auction. They're pretty well planned and systematic in their planning. Is what CSK is known for. And for me, the best thing was the homecoming of Ravichandran Ashwin, who's pretty much, I can say, towards the end of his playing times. I think he would like to play at his home and give his best and go to the bang maybe. But Noor, I think, to be honest, bit overpriced, 10 crores odd. I think could have gone for a lesser one. But I think the mystery element that he brings, being a left-arm Chinaman, I think that's what worked in his favor. And since Ash or Jaddu are finger spinners, they wanted a wrist spinner to be in the mix, because sometimes when you go away from Chennai, those are the kind of bowlers who will pick you more wickets and have that
Okay.
X factor that sometimes is missing at CSK. So I think that's where Noor got a edge. But overall, I think some excellent buys, who's pretty much, I can say, guys like Andre Siddarth gives you that local flavor. Gurjapneet is an upcoming left arm seamer, which I think everyone's excited about. So overall, pretty good standard picks for the conditions, as you said, a lot of spin oriented bowlers, but also batters who can play sprint pretty well also. So I think that's how they have made sure that at least at home they're a formidable unit and win a few games outside. I think that's been the structure of CSK. I think that's what we can see in this squad selection as well.
Absolutely. It does not make any difference because Chennai Super Kings and planning always is there in the think tank. Let's take a look into the predicted playing 11, ladies and gentlemen. Starting with the openers, I think it's the same one, Rohan, to be honest. The righty-lefty combination of Ruturaj Gaikwad and Devon Conway. I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, as you said, tried and tested, proven record. Once these guys get in, they will score big and make sure they bat through as much as they can in the power play and give you a decent start, which is pretty much a very important factor nowadays, the power play scoring as well. And both are adapted it. And Silken drives of Gaikwad, which everybody's a fan of, but also as a leadership role this time. I think Gaikwad is growing in stature. I think this will be a real good test for him. Of course, MS is always there to give his inputs as well. But Conway and Gaikwad have been a very good combo for them previously. I think with Faf also was a decent partnership. I think Conway has fitted the bill pretty well at CSK, and I think he's very happy to back at the Eloden.
Okay, so you're pretty happy. So I for now, I put Ruturaj Gaikwad and Devon Conway as your opener. Number three is
Yeah.
place where you had a little bit of problem last season. Chennai Super Kings tried and tested with Adinkya Rahane, not at his best last season. Daryl Mitchell was there. Rachin Ravindra was there. Is there a new coming for somebody like a Rahul Tripathi you've added out there? Is he your number three?
Yeah, I think ever since Raidu was not available anymore, I think that was a big void to fill for CSK. And Tripathi, as we have seen him even for Team India and KKR, SRH, I think he's pretty adept at playing spin as well as the seam up front. I think he'll make sure the partnership, whatever platform Gaikwad and Conway would have laid, to keep the momentum going forward. And he's pretty good against the spin as well. So I think Tripathi kind of fits that number three slot pretty well. And hope that legacy of number three from Raina, Raidu, and all keeps carrying on at CSK.
Okay, so Raina, Raidu, all the big names, all the legends of Chennai Super Kings you have mentioned. Number three, Rahul Tripathi. Number four, is that your second overseas you're going to use? Rachin Ravindra, another Kiwi.
Yeah, again, someone who's got back in the auction after being let off. I think Ravindra, I think he did a pretty good job at the test series here against India as well, being a good left arm spin option. I think he gives you that more balance and flexibility with your part-time bowlers at the in between overs, especially for a place like Chennai, where spin can be a pretty dominant factor. And he's a pretty good batter nowadays. I think he's evolved a lot. We have seen CSK give him those facilities before the test series here, and I think that the relationship is what CSK is known for with the players. I think Rachin has pretty much engraved into that CSK spirit, and I'm pretty sure he will deliver the goods for CSK this time too.
Okay, so Rachin Ravindra number four. Now comes number five because you have already used two overseas. I'm considering Pathirana as a no-brainer lower down the order, number 10 or 11. No-brainers there. So who is your fourth? That is where I have gone for Sam Curran at number five. What is yours?
Sam Curran, I think he was a good buy about a couple of years ago, but I think his form, fitness has gradually dipped ever since the T20 World Cup. I think he's not at his best. From a guy who went at about 18 crores or to a dip of two and a half, I think that shows where he stands currently in the players list as well. I think Sam Curran, yeah, he's a good guy to have in between like a floater, but others are slightly ahead depending on the conditions. Someone like a Nathan Ellis or a Noor Ahmad, all these guys
Okay.
can come in and do the job. So for me, number five, I'll go for the big hitting of Shivam Dube, because I think the spin basher that he is, pretty much I'm guaranteed that he'll come good again. I mean, the CSK was where he kind of had a new avatar and got into
Absolutely.
the Team India reckoning as well. I think Dube will be my number five.
Okay, so for now we are slotting in Shivam Dube at number 5. 6, 7, 8 rotate themselves. The
Yeah.
three players that have played for Yellow Den so many years. Just one player went apart for a few years, is coming back. I think I'm going with Jadeja, Dhoni, Ashwin. Is that the order you're going with as well?
Yeah, agree. Jaddu at six, and number seven is always Tala, has to be at seven. So then
That's the
followed by
reason why
Ash,
we
I
say
think.
Tala for a reason.
Tala for a reason, definitely, man. I think uh, whatever it is, these rules were bent around was for MSD. We know it. I mean, to be called an uncapped player for just 4 crores, I think an absolute steal for CSK and its fans. I think they'll make best use of it at this moment of time.
Okay, so you're going with this is 6, 7, 8. Now we go to 9, 10, 11. You still have two overseas in your hand, Rohan. So is number 9 for now we going with Matheesha Pathirana?
Yeah, I think no brainer, as you said. The guy is absolute gold dust at the death, even though sometimes can be expensive at the middle overs, but at the death is really lethal. We've seen him being the highest wicket taker time and again in the reckoning, even for the purple cap as well. Absolute match winner under any circumstances. Matheesha Pathirana is an absolute sure shot starter for me in the playing 11 for CSK.
Okay, so number 9, Matheesha Pathirana, 3 overseas used. Number 10 is where we go for. And I think if you need an Indian pacer, now you have gone for a little bit of left arm seamers of Gurjapneet Singh is there, a very promising man. You have Khaleel Ahmed as well. So which is the player you're going for when it comes to left arm seam bowling?
I think you can add a Mukesh Choudhary as well, who did a
Mukesh
decent job
Choudhary as
a
well.
couple of
Yeah.
years ago. So I think all these left arm options is what they're looking for, who may be rotated based on form and fitness, etc. I think Khalil, being a senior pro, I think he should get the go ahead at the start. In case if he doesn't quite deliver, there's always the option of a Mukesh Choudhary or a Gurjapneet. Gurjapneet, I think people who have followed TNPL know him pretty well. Has
Yeah.
done an excellent job at any stage of the game. All phase bowler for me. Decent guy with his variations as well. So I think he can be someone who can watch out for, because last time I think it was someone like the Fizz who is to deliver for them at the back end. I think now the Indian guys have to step up here.
Okay, so this is where, and number 11, you have one overseas left. Are you going for Sam Curran, Nathan Ellis, or is it Noor Ahmed?
Depends on the conditions. If it's Chepok, I think definitely Noor Ahmad because of the mystery element he brings. Wristy spinner, left armer. I think definitely a guy who can complement the two spin twins of Ash and Jaddu. But if it's going away to a place like a Wankhede or Eden, maybe Nathan Ellis, again a proven performer in the IPL for Punjab when he was there. Even though sometimes the team didn't perform as expected, he was always there delivering at the fag end. So I think he can be someone who can add on and complement someone like a Pathirana in the back half of the innings as well. So I think these are the few players and the squad that CSK will rotate around. We do know they don't like to change around a lot.
Yeah.
The one odd change here and there they'll be doing with this option only.
Okay, so this is your predicted 11, rather ours. So let's take a look into once again Ruturaj Gaikwad, Devon Conway, Rahul Tripathi, Rachin Ravindra, Shivam Dube, Ravindra Jadeja, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Ravichandran Ashwin, Pathirana, Khaleel Ahmed, and you have Noor Ahmed. 4 overseas used as well. Ruturaj, if you go to the impact subs, you have many options, I must tell you. If you go to the batter section, you have Deepak Hooda out there, you have Vijay Shankar. If you go to the bowler section as well, you have Nathan Ellis. You said about Andrew Siddarth, you have Gurjapneet Singh, and many others. So I think it's a very, very balanced side, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of options that can be considered
Add
in this
someone like
Chennai Super
Anshul
King.
Kamboj. They picked, I
Anshul
think,
Kamboj. Oh,
picked
what a
10th
domestic season.
Recently in the domestic cricket as well. So I think
What a
good
domestic
options for
season.
them. Yeah.
Absolutely. What a domestic season. Final verdict, Arwan. Out of 10, if you're rating this predicted play 11, how much?
I'll say a 9, good 9, because I think they have all the bases covered for home and away fixtures. I think CSK always, we know, man, come on, they know when to perform, how to perform, and when the pressure is on. I think that's what differentiates champions from the other wannabes as well. But CSK, as
If you go to the impact subs, you have many options.
long as the MS is there, the cool, calm presence, someone like a Gaikwad also learning from him, I think CSK will always be in the top half of the table for sure.
Top half of the table. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. He has made his predictions. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this video. Chennai Super Kings predicted playing 11 is done. Dusty, let us know your predicted playing 11 as well in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much, and bye bye.